What does the phrase coming out of the closet mean? Being gay, I've often used the phrase coming out of the closet. I woke up today with a thought, so I ask, has anyone ever asked themselves what that phrase means? In a general sense, it's telling others you're gay, but I think it is more about letting people see the real you. See, we all do have family and friends before we hit puberty. They have known us, and usually we feel like the love is unconditional before puberty. But then puberty hits, and we start to realize there is a difference in us. It scares us. We see how those around us act when they see someone who doesn't fit into an acceptable pattern. Little by little, you become fearful of losing something that was once considered unconditional, and it has become in your mind conditional now. Yet, you never gave them a chance when you do finally face it. Sometimes it is positive, other times your worst fears become reality. Yet, people cannot be anything more than who they are. I ask you to consider, however, that while you have had years, maybe decades, to come to terms with who you are, they have not. By your own choice, out of fear, you went into a closet. A person they thought they knew in seconds. To them, it appears they died. And this new person is in front of them, totally alien. So, question is, their reaction. Is it intolerance of the lifestyle or remorse for what they lost? The child they thought they knew. They have questions, but also they feel a bit betrayed. It takes time. You might be prepared, and having waited so long in fear, if they are uncomfortable, you get angry at them, and so a cycle starts up, tit for tat. You act out more, and they react more to the provocation. Each person has a different experience. Some have parents that are less flexible and more controlling. Please understand, I am not excusing or blaming either side. This is just asking the question. Have you ever thought what that phrase really means? And the reason why I bring this up is because I think in relationships, either conventional or LGBT, over time we have conflict, and often we learn triggers that we do that causes the spouse to react negatively. Being in love with that person, you do not want to hurt them, so you begin to adjust. Most likely, you've never even discussed it, why the conflict happened, so you're left to just react based on what you think you know. In the process, you might start moving into a new closet where you are hiding parts of who you are to accommodate what you think the other finds unacceptable. Just as you might do when you hit puberty and feared losing the unconditional love you thought you had. Can you blame them? Did they ask you to move into the closet? Or did you do so on your own? They, after all, might react out of frustration and need some time. Does that mean they are not accepting you as you are, or could it be they do, but sometimes they need to isolate or time to decompress because they are feeling in need of self-care? Question is, you have to be yourself, and so do they. Can you accept that at times they must isolate without you putting parts of yourself in a closet? Relationships can end badly, and sometimes there are unhealthy people that prey on you, so each situation is unique. Only you can know if it's a case of you being manipulated or you manipulating them, or in the case of what I'm talking about here, maybe neither are doing it. Just two people who are reacting without thinking but meaning no harm. And I wonder, can you find a balance that allows them to be themselves and you to be who you are without one of you trying to avoid the normal ups and downs of a relationship? I'd like to think it is possible, yet I haven't yet got it right. And still, I believe everyone can learn over time, and maybe someday you'll find what you're looking for, and it'll be healthy. Good luck on the journey of life, and may you learn from the past mistakes, so when you find your treasure, you will be able to both enjoy as well as nurture it so it lasts a lifetime.